What's up, y'all? Exodus 1, aka Indigo, aka Trigger Ranking. Want y'all to like, subscribe, share. Definitely hit the notification bell if you'd like to support this channel. Cash in the description. If you'd like to follow me on any other platforms, everything is in the top of the description. With that being said, let's get the show on the road. I'm about to react to O'Shea Duke Jackson, about the Drewski, uh, Jake Paul.
Truckers of Europe.
He just pulled my pants. See how he just said my mathematical? That's it's seriously likely. It's just that wasn't a mathematical. What? Hey everybody, it's your boy. O'Shea. What? Hey everybody, it's your boy. O'Shea Duke Jackson. Duke Jackson. At it again with another episode of Demo 2005. 2005. Proud to be an American. It was clear that it was clear that this is who he was fun at. And again, Mr. Paul would have something to say about this. But this time it would not be Logan. It would be Jake.
I've been over the last couple of days field like
now we have both brothers who are they don't have using whiteface. All now is that he making fun of Drewski became concerned.
When it comes to things that have a lot of painful history, you have to just be careful. I'm not saying you can't do it. It better be funny, right? Because the moment it's not funny, it feels like you're just using the comedic license to offend.
Now, I thought this was interesting for academics to say this. It needs to be funny. Otherwise, it looks like a protected group. And realistically, this is where things got quiet. And I'm going to tell you why. You guys heard the children, right? But a few later, after his Crockett and Jake and Logan Paul, same vicinity, because all of them collaboration or podcast confrontation in which Waka Flocka 2016 actually is part Jewish, so that's where it comes in. 2016 actually is part Jewish, so that's where it comes in.
About the stream, man. It's hacking up, bro. About the stream, man. It's hacking up, bro.
And the Jewish struggle. It's kind of the playbook of any Jewish struggle. It's kind of the playbook of any Trump supporter. If you're white or Jewish, this is typically what tends to happen. And so Waka Flocka understands he has some leverage here. So when he wants to confront Jake Paul's position on blackface, he says this.
Because they just say he's Jewish, right? So,
Yeah.
Respectfully, I think anything, what's like bad that thing happening to do that for the culture is like. I'm just thinking.
My bad, y'all.
If he wants to disrespect black, have to leave this argument right here. And be a black Trump supporter and not be a sellout. And that's something that people always get confused. If you're a black Republican or if you vote for Donald Trump, and yes, I mean Donald Trump was a terrible president, but all of a sudden you vote for Donald Trump, that means you automatically hate black people. Well, Waka Flocka, you can't say that because Waka Flocka and Jake Paul both voted for Donald Trump, and Waka Flocka educated Jake Paul on his mistakes right in front of him, representing the black community as a person who voted for Donald Trump. That's just like me saying every black Democrat is supporting the LGBTQ, is supporting trans kids. That's like me saying that every Democrat wants immigration, and clearly we know that that's not the case. People vote where they feel their values are at. And every party, and that even includes people like Waka Flocka. You can vote for a president, but your community remains first over political alliance. And that's a lot of people, whenever somebody votes differently than what you think they should vote,
Gotta check out O'Shea Duke Jackson. That was his channel. Oh, no, well, that's his little show, Celebrity Jump. Hold on 1 second, y'all. But we had the Hip Hop Booty. Y'all go check out Hip Hop Booty channel, man. I don't know what's going on. They're messing with the stream. Santos.
Today, we gotta see, man, if Julio killers gonna get the death penalty or if they gonna get life. Because those are the only two things that can happen to them.
Damn. Death.
Now that's a bad situation still though.
Death
You know what I'm
or
saying?
Damn.
Life in prison
Or
or
death.
death. So the jury has reached their verdict, and we finna go ahead and check it out.
Damn, Buddy looking in there like
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
yeah, you going straight to jail, boy. That's a fail.
FBI, open up!
Hey, what up?
The jury unanimously that Isaiah Chance committed the homicide in the cold, calculated any pretense of moral or legal justification? Yes. We, the jury, unanimously find the state proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Isaiah Chance was a criminal gang member at the time of the homicide. Yes. We, the jury, have unanimously found the proved one or more aggravating factors. Each of us has weighed whether the proven aggravating factors are sufficient and whether the proven aggravating factors outweigh any proven mitigating circumstances. We have further considered whether Isaiah Chance should be sentenced to life without parole or death. We, the jury, finds Isaiah Chance should be sentenced to life in
Damn. We hit it at the same time. Dead in the water.
Isaiah Chance, y'all, Mr. Gutter Zay.
Oh,
So
appreciate it,
he
man.
got
Thank
life
you.
in prison without the possibility of parole. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Alicia was the smartest one out of all of them. You know, about a 7 to 15. You know, the baby was on the head too in her stomach.
7 to 15. That's 7 to 15 years. That's life, bro. These motherfuckers are life or death. They gonna be in there, boy. I ain't lying, but no. Hold on, y'all.
Why record just one side of the story?
Yeah, man, this man, I don't. Gotta hit it again, y'all. Nah, let's go back to it again.
We back, y'all. Hey,
Yeah.
life in prison.
System. Mine was after that, but I got the Sega. I don't know if it was the Sega Genesis. I think it was the Sega Genesis.
So the jury.
penalty phase. We, the jury, unanimously find the state proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Isaiah Chance committed the homicide in the code or legal justification. Yes.
Gadgets laying around here, man. I think I got damn near the first iPhone. The iPod. Used to load up the music on these bitches. Apple. That's old school. Take it all, bro.
And reasonable doubt that Isaiah Chance was a criminal gang member at the time of the homicide. Yes.
That's what's up, bro. You got it hooked up so you can sample. That's tight, though. That's tight. That's a good idea. Cause that Trinidad James, that all gold everything, like that Trinidad James, bro. Like that beat sound like it was off of like a Nintendo 64 or some shit.
The state proved one or more aggravating factors. Each of us has considered whether one or more mitigating circumstances exist.
Damn.
Each of us has weighed whether the proven aggravating factors are sufficient and whether the proven aggravating factors outweigh any proven mitigating circumstances. We have further considered whether Isaiah Chance should be sentenced to life in prison without
That's crazy.
the possibility of parole or death. We, the jury, finds Isaiah Chance should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Isaiah Chance, y'all, Mr. Gutter Zay. So he got life in prison
Damn.
without the possibility of parole. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, my grandma was in a bad hurricane back in the day. Hurricane Hugo. It ripped their roof off too.
I said, Alicia was the smartest one out of all of them. You know, she got manslaughter. They say she looking at about a 7 to 15. You know, the baby was on the head too in her stomach. Nobody locked the baby up. You feel me? So that little menace is gonna be the next one to terrorize Jacksonville. As we seen, Davion uncle come up there. Him and his brother, they in there for murders. They terrorized Jacksonville. Didn't they terrorize Jacksonville? So Gutter Zay, baby, he gonna be the next one. He or she.
Dated this 15th day of May, 2026 in Hillsborough County,
I'm
Florida.
from Jacksonville and never been, I mean, we done had hurricane scares, but like Jacksonville, Florida, we at the top, so, but like Central Florida, the middle of it, further on down, it get way more dangerous to live. Like Florida, one of the places you have to have home insurance. If you don't have home insurance, fuck.
And Isaiah, why he blocking him so the camera can't get a good shot at him? Why you not on got the camera? There we go.
Yes. We, the jury, unanimously find that state proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Rashad Murphy created to many persons. Yes. We, the jury, unanimously find the state proved beyond a reasonable criminal gang member at the time of the homicide. Yes. We, the jury, have unanimously found the state of the aggravating factors. Each of us has circumstances exist. Either whether the proof aggravating factors are sufficient and whether the proof aggravating factors are weighing in circumstance. We have further considered whether Rashad Murphy should be Rashad Murphy should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Hell to the no.
Now, and Rashad Murphy, my thirst is quenched and all that. You get to go spend some time with Unc and Pop. Now, the worst part about this situation is that I think Unc will be home in a minute. I don't know how much time Pop's got or whatever like that. But you get to go in there and chill with them. And they get to look at you and tell you like, you not never going home, but we is. Like, yeah, don't that took please. Yeah, they weren't trying to get that option of like.
Russ said, we going home. You not going home.
Whatever. They weren't trying to do all that. So Uncle be home. Man, you win some, you lose some. Y'all lost.
Let's go, guys. Wait a minute. Three lives gone. This damn string.
We up again, baby. It's the biggest ball.
Officially the third member of the Rory and Maul podcast. He's taking on behalf of Rory and Maul. On their next Patreon episode, Zip went all the way in on Ricky Rose. Here's what he said.
I thought Zip had already saw the shit that Ross said. He was talking about something else with Ross.
Yeah, don't never say Joe Ross.
I saw Zip's eyes. I was like, that's
Joe Ross.
I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm patched in with these niggas, right? So if you ever say some shit like that again about some dick sucking shit, now understand, we're gonna talk about how many dicks you saw as a correction officer. Cause that's your job to look at dicks and nuts and assholes and all of that. You did that. We're not gonna be talking about dick. Suckers, when you just saw more dicks than the average man in this world, like,
Here we go again. Shots fired.
there's not too many men on the planet Earth that saw more dicks than you as a correction officer. Let's get that out the way. You had to strip search niggas, you looked at the balls. You made a nigga separate the dick from the balls. You made a nigga turn around and spread his asshole open.
Man, this is crazy, bro. This is literally insane. Damn. Yeah, it just, what? Shit, just hit the fan yesterday.
You did that as a correction officer. You signed up for that. So we're not gonna be talking about no imaginary dick suckers when you really did shit like that. Like, you saw more dicks than the average porn star in 1 year. 1 year working, you saw more dicks than the average porn star. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Don't never say no shit like that to none of my niggas again, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. When you was taking urine, you was the nigga for the urine test? Huh? How many dicks you saw doing that? You used to come take...
That was it.
Damn. Shots fired. Shots fired, bro. This is crazy.
The bullshit. The bullshit. The bullshit. The bullshit.
This is crazy.
Trapaholics. Real trap shit.
It's about to get gangster.
That job, Rick Ross? While you was a CO, they ever gave you that job? The urines? Like, you ever took the urines? Like, you ever had to watch a nigga pee in that cup? Huh? You ever had the nigga watch a nigga soft put his wee-wee in the cup and pee and make sure he don't put nothing in it? Huh? You ever had to do that, Rick Ross? Huh? Don't make my mans no imaginary dick eaters when you maybe in your job have to watch a nigga put a flaccid wee-wee in the cup and pee in it. Watch your fucking mouth. Nigga, respect my niggas. My niggas is like, don't do no shit like that.
Yo, after you said he had to do cavity checks, I looked at the type of Port of Miami way different. Holy shit.
Damn.
Hey, dog, that was absolutely insane. Ricky Rose, you just met your match. And the best part is, Rick Ross does not know much, if anything, about Zip. So you're not going to have much of a comeback. The only thing you can really do is take out your frustrations on Rory Mall and go sit with the Joe Budden podcast. The last thing you want to do if you're Ricky Rose before your album comes out is to get into a back and forth with somebody that knows your entire background. And I know some of you guys might say in the comments, chicks, why don't Rory and Maul handle their own issues themselves? Like I told you guys in the last video, these guys, especially Maul, to have a critique about Ross, that Ross this response from Zip. I don't think Ricky Rose is going to want these guys to be his fans anymore. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys think of Zip's response on behalf of Rory and Maul to Ricky Rose? Do you guys think it was well deserved, or go in the look?
Now, rappers don't stream else can rap Drake. So now when I'm not giving you the verse that I used to give you because I'm doing other things.
They have like 7 classic records together,
Yeah,
and I'm sure Drake would have wanted to continue to work with Rick Ross.
So right now, he's like
Montana album?
Yeah, but he needs a verse right now. He needs to stream this year. His numbers this year. He needs those streams. Then you can see why a rapper would feel some type of way if you give him 21 all these verses in an album, you give him Sexy Red, you give him this person, that person, and then I can't get one. During the verses, when he's doing Drake's rap, he has with Drake, he doesn't want to let Drake's part play, but Drake had to clear those songs he performed at the
But if I'm on the song and I'm on the fuck.
Yeah, Slim did all of that. Drake ain't act salty, be like, nah, fuck that. Like, you can't.
Oh, please don't do that.
What? He cleared
I would have and Drake has every right to be petty. He didn't clear that out of good faith and good love. He cleared to show all the other rappers, you can't do a verses without the songs that I gave you.
obviously. Then why not just at that point?
That's really why I'm highlighting this, is outside of just what he said with Ebro. I thought that was corny as fuck that Ross did that based off their history and how weird it was for him to enter that like I could see it. People do that. There isn't that history.
Yeah.
You're just weird. Like like
Yeah, but a lot of that was weird in that moment. Well, we know that now, looking back 2 years. What issue does this person have with him? Like, it was a lot of that going on, but it was also fall back. This ain't the time for that right now. Like, I remember saying, like, this is a
I
one-on-one.
remember when Ye jumped in that shit. Ye did that. Oh, he did like that. Ye had remixed that. That nigga, hey, Ye ripped that bitch.
And like, this ain't, we don't really need that right now. We don't care about what that is. Like, we can do that after. It just didn't feel right. It felt like he was trying to get in on it and capitalize.
Yep. Another one, man, and they tried to sneak this one in on us, you know. AP with the swatch and the watches, Drake releasing his albums and all that. Cool. But Young Dolph Killer just got sentenced, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Cornelius told on everybody. Oh,
That's cornbread. Cornelius, I think Cornelius cornbread. I forget his last name. They call that nigga cornbread. So hold on.
man ended up beating the case, so he free. Straight drop in there, he facing life, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what's going on with Cornelius.
Yes, sir.
Number 29.
Thank you, sir.
Like 29 for bond. Thank you for the draw.
Thank you.
Cornelius got the same hairstyle he went in there with.
Are you ready to say?
This is State of Tennessee versus Cornelius Smith. This is about 2204769. Matter that's been pending in court for some time. I think it also has been the subject of a couple trials for the co-defendants. Mr. Smith will plead guilty to the offense of murder, second degree, a class A felony as included in the count 1 of the indictment.
Cornbread Smith.
20 years confinement as a 100% violent offender.
So it ain't a federal crime, so you gave him 20 years. He might do about 15 and probably get out if he on good timing. But if he in that bitch acting a fool in there, fucking with the guards, shit like that, you gonna get more time. So, shit, I mean, at least he got a chance to get out one day. Shit, them motherfuckers in Jacksonville, them bitches, they going away forever.
Corrections.
You know a nigga got a long time when they said ever. You took the 4 off that motherfucker. You took the 4 off that motherfucker. Alright.
Consideration is free. Mr. Smith's cooperation in this matter from the time of his arrest until now. Mr. Smith has cooperated fully. in the prosecution, first Justin Johnson, and then another co-defendant. Is proof of the defendant on the date alleged in the indictment. And Memphis and Shelby County, Tennessee, had a local business, Kay's Cookies. Adolph Horton Jr., the victim of the case, was there.
I know a nigga up here that beat a murder. Oh, I know two niggas that beat murders. I know a nigga that beat a double. Well, yeah, in court, so I'm just saying, yeah. We don't go too far into that. Okay, I want to check this out. So we're gonna check out Cheers Moon, the Spotify lion on Drake numbers. Somebody said they said we apologize for the error. What YouTube. Hold on. Chicks.
Is somebody I really enjoy listening to on YouTube because Chick just got an intellectual curiosity about things.
Oh man, what is going on out there, you guys? I was just trying to have a day off, have a little peach flavored double XL wine, maybe throw a little steak on it. Now everything was going fine until one of my subscribers, She Knows Wine, says, "Yo, Chicks, Spotify just admitted to manually manipulating Drake's first day streams. BTS fans called it out. This is nasty work." Now I turned off my grill, started doing some research, and from what it looks like, Spotify is currently getting
bots for that
BTA,
nigga.
about to ask BTS for them. Up the new Ice album dropping, Spotify was probably the cover of damn near every single thing. Spotify made it. We knew this album was going to be. This album was going to. With 44, all the accolades and awards for Drake's Iceman album didn't come naturally. I believe there's definitely a relationship between Drake and Spotify. Obviously, we've seen Drake diss Spotify by calling them Spotify.
Do you guys have the motivational background music? You know what? They don't, but I guarantee that they. I can play it on Spotify. We'll play it here.
However, it does look some kind of way, Spotify. Somebody from Spotify has to address this, and not just with a tweet. As a DSP,
so it's like they trying to run the man numbers.
You gotta know this looks awful for your company. If BTS fans did not make this a big deal, I don't think Spotify would correct this. Which now makes people think, well, what other awards and accolades have you guys been lying about? Or, my bad, how many have you guys been manually processing? If you're a Drake fan, Kendrick fan, BTS fan, no matter which artist you're a fan of, all you can ask is that your DSPs that's processing and putting out information is actually doing.
But see, what happened is when this Drake shit come out, he come out with 3 albums. We don't know if Drake come out with these 3 albums because he's trying to get out of a deal. Second off, the albums are basically, by it being 3 and so much material, of course you're gonna get more streams and listens or whatever because you done dropped 3 fucking albums and everybody gonna go listen to all 3 albums. So like numerically, he would have did it, but I ain't gonna lie to you. When Kendrick came out with that Not Like Us, bro, there wasn't no motherfucking bots out there, bro. It was no bots in there, bro. There was no bots in there. I seen that shit with my own eyes, bro. I was like, God damn.
It's accurately and fairly. You guys get in the comments below. Do you guys think this was a
damn? And I know people want money on Calcia if they put the money on that shit. Cause I already knew this shit was gonna be straight. So Adrian Broner needs help. Damn, that nigga face look like Whack 100 face. Hey, we about to go to Port and Flaco, y'all. Talking about that boy Adrian Broner. He look like he drunk again. Hey Mike, send that but hey, if you in here, Mike, send that send my other Instagram. It's called Soda fanaticz. Soda fanaticz.
So, my mom was an alcoholic. I ran away from the pot.
Something
Man,
really
somebody
bad
go right.
happened.
Bust that shit. They gonna eat right. Bro, I done seen this man eat up a whole bunch of food in the restaurant and walk out like he thought he was chilling.
Adrian Broner has officially given up boxing to be a full-time streamer. He lives in a content live streams together. Now, every clip I see of these two is always something chaotic going on or some fight. It's something chaotic is going on. But the worst part about these streams isn't even the violence in nature, but AB looks like an absolute shell of himself.
Take care of yourself, bro. How are you? No, you get in the middle. Hey, bro, I take care of you every time you come to my house. I know, bro. I'm just letting you know, though. Bro. You with two. You always take care of me, bro. Yeah.
Oh, what's up, bro? Hey, so.
You're a cool guy, but I ain't gonna bow down to you. Nah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. He drinking. You can tell. You can look at this nigga. They don't drink no water, bro.
I do.
My burner is Soda fanaticz. That's one of my Soda fanaticz. That's gonna be the clothing line. So yeah. Shit, at least the stream acting alright, man. Yeah.
Cool guy, think you're funny? Listen though. Yeah. Come take a shower. Come on. Come take one shower with me. I'm sober. I stopped drinking. You know?
Damn, that's 2 times right there, look like.
Bro, I have to, you know what I mean? I'm from the trenches, bro. Hey, listen, I just want to say take care of yourself. I hope you come by tomorrow. You know, take care of you as always. Alright? Hey, you know what's crazy though?
But it had looked like finesse.
Yep. 100%, man. Much respect. Right?
Yeah, something wrong with him, bro. Like, bro, don't even look
always
like.
Drunk. AB is an alcoholic and
Adrian Broner. Hold on, what he said?
100%, man. Much respect. Right?
Got a really bad alcohol.
Yeah, if you go down my channel, bro, like you just gotta scroll up. You'll see all the little AI shit I be doing. But I went to school for graphic design, so I know how to like make posters and shit like that, and you know what I'm saying. So
really bad. Nobody should wake up every single day. That's what he does. His life is a 24/7 live stream, and we are witnessing this man drink excessively every day. Now, it wasn't until yesterday it became an issue for the people who are benefiting the most from him being unhinged and drunk. It wasn't until yesterday that him drinking became a problem for the people benefiting from him being drunk every day on stream, right? So AB was at a party with Demon Great Offset and other people, and he was so drunk and so unhinged that Demon Great tried. And when AB realized that people were trying to kill somebody.
Damn. Oh, I seen this part when it was out. Like they at the event and talking shit about with him. This is
Hey, girl, you trying to get drunk like a white.
I went to sleep. I think I went to sleep this morning sometime, man. Like probably like maybe 12, a little after 12, something like that. Yeah, I had to be to work this morning. I gotta go to work again tomorrow, man. Shit sucks. Yeah, but like, bro, you drunk, bro. Damn, he gonna get knocked out, son. He gonna get knocked. He drunk. Yeah, he fucking drunk, man. Hold on, did they bust his nose? This is ridiculous.
Gotta go. We good. Let's go, okay?
Welcome. That's what I'm saying, bro. When I drink, I be at my house, bro. Like, I be in like a controlled environment. Hey, a controlled environment, bro.
You about to like come on, bro.
If I get too drunk, I can go in my bed and go to sleep, bro. I ain't got to worry about
Come on.
That was not an anomaly. That was very consistent with the. This is not just somebody who loves it. No. Go to rehab. Get him off these streets, put him in a rehab, and get him the help he needs. Instead of y'all profiting and exploiting this man, put him where he needs to put rehab. You're behaving like a lion whose food is getting taken away. In regards to anything, you got a problem. All right? If I was behaving when you guys would take worse.
Get my drinks back out. I look like a. You do kind of look like.
damn. Yeah, he's drunk, bro.
This is not going to end well. Simply put, Dean and whoever is around.
This man say you do kind of look like a.
The skill set to help a. Hey, put the liquor down, bro. Hey, man, stop drinking, bro. It's not that simple, homie. All right, AB is an addict. AB has. AB, hey, put down the liquor. To help him. That does nothing for. AB needs to be a specialist. AB needs to be around professionals. AB needs to be around people who can treat him and get him the help he needs. All right? Getting a second chance to make money and at the fame, right?
Yeah, AB could have fought Mayweather.
Millions of dollars, lost all of his money, and now he's getting a second chance through Dean, and he's blown it. Now, Charleston White gave his take on the situation, and Charleston White, to me, had a pretty on-point analysis of this AB situation.
AB the blower. And JB, I wish you along with the worst thing you can do to your son, your homeboy, or a friend is to publicly belittle them. You can't big homie little bro like that, man. Done brought you into the young people world, done connected you to the young crowd, and you was crashed out. You were laying in the bed with a big fashion hole. They done come get you, breathe life into you. White folk drunk uncle and the perverted drunk uncle. You the perverted drunk uncle that might take some pussy is what you look like. To the rest of the pussy.
That is somebody say he might take some pussy. Like, that's sad. You down bad on that one, boy.
You barking at me. You barking at me. You just barking and barking, wanting to fight. You ain't showed a marketable side yet. What I seen last night, let me know no character. You got you got a flawed character.
Motherfucker Charleston White talking some sense on this shit.
Hey yo, what the fuck? I got a handshake I do with my. I ain't over you. You ain't over me. I got your back. You got mine. I understand. If I can fall one girl from the heart, me and my ready every time. Boom, boom, boom. We got that from the old. How you gonna treat it like you over get aggressive with it on camera in front of everybody, in front of all these other.
AB better thank his lucky stars that Dean has kind of been in this content space like a pretty long time. He kind of understands you kind of have to roll with the punches. Dean is somebody who already got slapped on camera, got knocked out on camera, already got punched on camera.
Damn.
So Dean is not somebody who is like extremely clean face card, you know, who's overly respected, who if something like that happens, he kind of has to go overboard to protect his, you know, reputation. He's already somebody who people look at and they kind of laugh at a little bit, even though Dean can really fight, right? But, you know, AB got to be careful because, you know, I can see a reality where a couple more of these situations going down, Dean probably say, man, yo, you more trouble than you worth. I'm not trying to deal with this, man. Because they live in the same house together. They wake up together. They cut like they grind together. And after a while, man, yo, bro, I can see, yo, if AB does this to Dean, I can see Dean say, hey, bro, I'm done with this. And once Dean says, I'm done with AB, now what? AB has the fame, AB has the attention, but AB don't have the structure. He don't have somebody there to really set up everything, to guide it, right? To create a system that works. Dean has a system that works. And if AB loses this opportunity, man, I don't know what's that. You know, it might really get bad for AB.
Yeah, it might get bad, man.
He gonna beat down his little partner in front of everybody. And he trying to show mercy and grace. And you can see he was afraid in that moment. I done seen a bunch of screams. He was afraid in that moment. And you would breathe. You got more breathing. And then the other. Check this thing a black man can do around other, and this thing a black man can do around other ethnicities is to show an aggression. You don't do clap like that, man. Everything's about this now. Oh, don't take the game. Don't take the game.
This, but I think AB needs to go get help. The redemption to me can wait. Put this streaming stuff, whatever, on hold, man. Go to rehab for like 90 days or a couple months. Get your help you need, come back clean, and get back to grinding, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that AB has an issue, has a severe problem, or do y'all feel like everything is all right from what y'all see?
Sure. Damn. better check out Celeb Source, y'all. Oh, the video game beat. That's Starfield.
Hey, yo.
Other phone be acting.
Your source for celebrity news. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, why don't you go ahead and do that too? Okay. To Chris Brown's Tarzana, California resident trying to enter through the front gate, law enforcement sources say that the individual allegedly climbed up Chris Brown's fence, made it onto the property before attempting to ignite a fire near his home.
Bro, this, like, I don't know what's stupider, but,
Suspect
bro,
was later taken into custody.
imagine the size of Chris Brown's house and you trying to burn it down, bro. You might well go try to burn down the... Damn, that's crazy. That's wild.
Being arrested on trespassing charges. Now, officials have not publicly identified the individual, but reports indicate that the suspect connected to the property and had reportedly caused his house. Now, this is over there at Chris's house. Fortunately, no injuries were reported and the investigation remains ongoing. Listen, let me tell you something. Chris Brown and all these other celebrities really need to be careful and bump up the security because you don't want somebody.
These motherfuckers, they won't let a motherfucker live, bro. Just kind of live my life. They would keep his clothes as souvenirs.
A few months ago, but speaking about Ivana Ortiz, Merc Riri, the other woman who tried to murk Riri court to try to get the judge to pause the proceedings because they say that their client is definitely not competent to stand trial about her mental health and requested that the criminal proceedings be paused while she undergoes further evaluation. However, after further discussion,
she definitely was crazy. Like, she ain't no bad looking. That she yeah, no, I ain't fucking with nothing like that. No sir.
Ruled that there wasn't enough evidence to say that this woman was incompetent. So, according to the judge, this case is moving forward. Let me tell you something. I am so glad that whoever this judge is who's presiding over this case saw through this woman's BS and also the BS of her attorneys. Because I firmly believe that before she even left her house, picked up the AK, got in a Tesla, and drove over there to Rihanna's house.
She drove over there on a Tesla, my nigga, like. She was out the window to take that bitch like stupid. But when I actually listen to her videos, she do sound like she's something it's not connected.
Already planning in the back of her mind, just in case she gets caught, to plead insanity. And that's why I think that she was leaving that trail that she did on the internet.
Oh.
She was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh. So they saying this bitch put this shit up as an ad. Well, I mean, really, what kind of beef you got with Riri, my nigga?
And she's totally
Come
sane.
on,
Absolutely not. I think she's totally off. But not off enough to get off a trial.
Rihanna is detailing the terrifying moment shots rang outside of her LA home earlier this year, reportedly screaming, "They're shooting at us," to her husband, A$AP Rocky, according to new court documents.
Get like bulletproof windows from here on out, like windows and shit.
Parked outside their Beverly Crest home during the March incident.
I'm gonna feel a little off because you're watching your back, you're looking around, you're not feeling as comfortable as usual. And I think that part of the reason why she was upset with Rocky is because she needed him to be by her side in that moment so that she could feel protected and secure. But instead, this dude kept wandering off to go talk to the white girls. So while a lot of people thought that Rihanna was just mad jealous because Rocky was on that red carpet, primping and preening, I don't think so. I think she was upset because he didn't offer her the covering that she needed that night. All right, so the other night, A$AP.
Well, you know she is pregnant, and pregnant women do get emotional, but I'm just saying.
Rocky and Rihanna was spotted outside again, going to a friend's birthday party. And while they were walking in the venue, a lot of people noticed that there still seemed to be a little trouble in Paradise. For example, one person said she definitely going through something.
Oh my god. I think that's Rocky Rihanna. Rihanna is not Rocky.
All right, we know who it is, bitch. Damn. We know who it is, bro. I don't know. She might have been on stream. She might have been streaming though or some shit. I wonder, is that umbrella bulletproof? Cause like it's not raining, but they got an umbrella over them. I wonder, is that to keep off like shots or whatever? Somebody try to do something to them again. Like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think that there's trouble in Paradise, and I don't think that there's anything wrong in their relationship. What I think is going on is that Rihanna changed and she's moving a little different after the pow-powing, whereas Rocky isn't because he's used to being in those environments. Rihanna is not used to getting pow-powed at, whereas Rocky is used to being around thugs who like to play with weapons. See, you gotta understand.
Yeah, Rocky was locked up, but Rocky had somebody to look out for him, a Don or somebody like. But in the rap,
one, she's not used to that. Rocky is far more accustomed. It's just facts. She didn't grow up in that environment. She's been a billionaire for a long time. He's been out in the streets in a way that she hasn't. So it would stand to reason that she may have a little bit more house sprayed up than he does. So what Rocky might want to do is, all right, I'm going to show you a picture of a yo. Oh my God, if she's standing. All right, so after people saw this, somebody else said she's cheating. That's what she's doing. She's standing, and she's standing.
By the human ear. Refer to me as Dr. Falsetto. My real falsetto fans know.
I'm just loving Eric Benet this season. But what's crazy about Eric Benet is this, and it's weird. Eric Benet went all the way through the 90s, married Mary Berry, went into the 2000s, 2010s, and nobody knew that this ninja was funny. And then all of a sudden, this dude has a personality. Who knew? Anyhow, speaking of Cheyenne Barney, the other day she did an interview, and the interviewer asked her about her degrees. And she said she doesn't have to prove anything to anybody because y'all are just envious of her success. And on top of that, she said that her during her sessions with Shannon Sharp and Cam Newton and others. After she said that, a whole lot of people came to comment talk about. Those were interviews.
Why not? Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
That's bullshit. That's some bullshit she talking.
And how effective I've been. And all of my sessions have been live. For the most part, my sessions with Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, Shannon Sharp, B. Simone, they have all been for the world to see, right? So no one knew who Dr. Bryant was prior to seeing all of my sessions that were live. And they deemed it.
Bro, this bitch acting like she got a motherfucking podcast, so she all of a sudden smart. Man, sit your...
Bullshit.
Man.
As well as I did before they did it. They can't validate me. I validated myself. They deemed it as my.
But she had a little podcast. She thought she was top dollar, my nigga. Like, bitch, I'm gonna need you to sit down.
I work being effective. I'm effective at what I do. I'm educated and I'm successful in my lane, and I land on this. I created my own lane. And so a lot of that maybe they couldn't, admiration turns into envy. And you gotta, I see that be okay with that as an attack. And I thought this question from many viewers, and I owe it to them. You tell this to them. Absolutely. Why not drop doctor from me? I've already covered this, right? And we're here obviously to talk about my new book. So I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to put anything to anybody. And we're going to leave it just as that. Yeah, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, baby, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. That's where in your city.
But see, the thing about that is, she could have got a honorary doctorate, but that shit don't count, bro. That shit don't count, bro. You got an honorary doctorate and what, my nigga? Fuck all of that, bro.
Stand by that, standing by it.
But nah, that's how I think.
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, hold on. If I'm not mistaken, Cosby had got his doctor. Cosby. I mean, Dr. William something Cosby. Yeah.
And you know what I think? I think that Cheyenne Bryant may need to go out and get herself a good therapist. Anyhow, back to Eric Benet. After hearing what Eric Benet had to say, somebody named Ron.
But I be hating how people, they'll do some shit and they might have not have worked hard as somebody else and got it easy. And they be down on the people that work hard, because I feel like if you work hard, you end up in the person who ain't doing that much. So, but sometimes you just gotta push yourself and you gotta just and the thing you're working on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta gauge yourself.
Roast. Yeah, a lot of people have a problem with that roast.
Yeah, you know, Bill is the, like, it's some old school shit where they have like people that's named William, they call it Bill. Like Bill Clinton, his name is William. See what I'm saying? So it's like that's damn near like an old school Southern type thing, bro. Yeah. But William is Bill. You know, they got a whole bunch of different ones. You gotta look it up, but yeah, it's a thing. It's actually a thing.
The never stopped on Kevin Hart. Because one, there was a joke about George Floyd that was not funny nor appropriate made during the roast. And then two, a lot of people felt like all these white comedians took the opportunity to go a little too hard with the racism. I mean, it was so bad that Michael Blackson has now come out to make a comment about the roast.
I'm gonna start in the room at 20 district. So shit, you making fun of dead people. I don't make fun of the dead. I make fun of that are alive but look dead. Like you horse teeth. You want to Easter or you want to around?
Man, he called him a horse teeth bitch. Like, damn. Man. And he's speaking in, he African descent.
Alright, so similar to Michael Blackson, Joe Budden and his crew also had a problem with Kevin Hart's roast. One, because they thought and two, and Joe Budden saying they weren't feeling the joke or the roast. Other people like Michael Che from SNL and also Pastor Jamal roast wasn't cool. Additionally, some members of George Floyd's family are calling out Netflix and Kevin Hart.
George Floyd's family is disappointed that Kevin Hart still hasn't said anything about the joke that was aired during his Netflix roast. And now people in Minnesota are demanding an apology.
Kevin Hart and Netflix not saying anything about it is right?
That's crazy. Like us as black people, bro, like, bro, we do get the short like how they stick up for other folks, but we gonna leave that. We gonna leave that with.
Are you trying to insinuate that he is in hell? We have to be very intent.
That ain't nothing but having a way to connect and unite.
You know, and listen to.
You may not remember, but Kevin Hart actually attended George Floyd's